Indeed. And this was a match, Des, that did cost you 1 point as Booch and I both selected Trick. He got the win. Now we move on to the cage match, which featured Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins. For scoring, just so you know, Bron Breakker was Desmond's choice. Booch and I both went with Seth Rollins. Desmond, your thoughts on the match and the outcome, sir?
I feel like my reasoning for choosing Bron Breakker was on point. I'm starting to wonder what the hell is going on with Bronson Reed.
Hmm.
Um, like, is his recovery taking longer than expected? Are they just having an excuse to make Bron Breakker lose this match? Where do we go from here? Because right now, Bron Breakker is nothing but a tag team champion, and he is a singles competitor through and through. I don't like him as a tag team competitor. I feel like, he can run a faction, fine. He can be the lead in a faction, that's cool. But he should be the single star of that faction. And so him losing to Seth Rollins here, I'm not a fan of how that turned out storyline wise. I think it looks bad on Bron Breakker. I understand that you guys, and I see your point, think that Seth needed the win here to kind of put this to bed. But it just, that's where I'm at with it. I'm stuck. I like, what does this do to Bron Breakker? Seth Rollins is at the tail end of his career. He could have lost this and been fine. He's going downhill. He said it to fucking Roman. I don't know how many fucking years we got left. Okay. So I feel like Bron Breakker needed this a lot more than Seth did.
Unfortunately, did not get the win. Booch, this was a point for you and me. Feeling pretty good at this point, right? Huh?
Yes, I'm feeling very good at this point, obviously, because this was a match where Des and I differed. So I kind of needed this to kind of get ahead. So I appreciated that. And like I said, I do see Desmond's point. Obviously, Bron Breakker's an incredible talent. I don't want him relegated to the tag team division. But but again, Seth took so many L's in the past with this feud that's why I said he needed to win here. If it was more back and forth, I could see Braun winning. And again, Seth, this is the tail end of his career, but obviously to get to where they were going for SummerSlam, that's where it was a necessity. And the match was violent. The match was brutal. It had great moments of looks like someone's going to escape, looks like someone's going out the door. My only criticism, and it's one that's just, I felt that the weapons weren't needed or it was overkill. Too many tables. We didn't need 1,500 chairs and a bunch of kendo sticks. Because basically, I describe it like this. I'll use a visual aid. It would be like if I came on this show right now and started doing this. After a certain point, you guys are going to be like, Vinny, you don't need all these hats. You can just have the one and you're good. I agree. In a steel cage match, you just need the cage. You don't need nothing else. Now, if it was Hell in a Cell, that's different because it encompasses the whole ring. But again, they were putting a hat on a hat. Again, it didn't make me hate the match, but it was not needed. You could have done all those spots without 5 tables and 20 chairs, 2 kendo sticks, and a partridge and a pear tree. So, again, that is my only criticism. Other than that, great match.